loved watching our first guest as one of the original judges on American Idol. Now she's the star of her own hit CBS show where she gets to live to dance. Please welcome Paula Abdul.
Sit down. Sit.
That's so funny. In my own mind, I'm 7 feet tall.
You're like a little peanut.
You are.
Little thing.
All right, Paula, I'm going to straight up and tell you what we're doing here with this interview. We are all going to try and incorporate as many titles and lyrics to your songs as we have a conversation.
Fantastic.
And you can play along as well.
Certainly.
Okay.
No, no, no.
Oh, straighten up, girl.
That's not one. That's not one. That's not one. Is it?
No,
Straighten up, girl?
no, it's straight up.
No. Right, okay.
It's okay. No, no, no wasn't it?
Just know that I'm forever your girl.
Oh, thank
Now, you look so beautiful.
Opposites attract. Oh! Sorry, go ahead.
You look so beautiful. Did you rush
Wasn't my
out
idea.
here?
Yeah, you gotta incorporate it into a question.
You're right, you're right. Okay.
You can't shout them out.
All right, you're right. Okay, you got to incorporate into your question. Just
I want to ask, okay, you're not only performing on the show, but you're producing the show, your new show, Live to Dance.
I am. I'm overwhelmed by the entire process, but it has been a labor of love. From the moment I came on board, I came in with a vision that I wanted to produce, and you know, it's finally here. It's just out there. I'm doing it, and it's been fun mentoring the acts, and they're all so diverse, and oh, it's been lovely.
Paula, when you criticize, because you're known as someone who criticizes in a way that's constructive and not mean-spirited, do you sometimes have a hard time not sounding like a cold-hearted snake?
Oh, that was good usage.
Oh my,
that was good, Holly.
you guys are all beating me. I'm trying to think, okay, what songs, what lyrics?
Here, we got a list.
Yeah, we got a list.
Do you even remember the question now? What was the question?
Is it hard to criticize them?
You know, for me, it's always, being a performer, as we all here know, it's how you deliver the message. There's a way of delivering it where you don't just shut them down. I think as human beings, we can only be receptive if we present something that is somewhat positive in order to get the constructive criticism in.
Yeah, you never burst somebody's dream. You never burst their bubble. You give them, you critique them, and then they go away with, okay, maybe I should work on this, maybe I should work on that. Well, you don't destroy them and then say you're out.
I mean, anyone who's brave enough and bold enough and daring enough to put themselves out there, there is something positive. There is something positive that you have to notice, because if you go straight for the negative, their brain doesn't receive anything that goes, but it was all right afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't do that. So.
Now, I just want to say, when it comes to you, my love is for real. Where's my ding? Thank you. Thank you. But I want to know what you would be doing if you weren't a performer.
Well, first I want to say I'll forever be your girl.
Oh, yeah.
All right, finally I get one.
I don't think technically, I don't think you can repeat one that's already been said.
Okay.
All right, you're right. Okay, all right, we'll give it to you. We'll give it to you.
You are crazy cool.
Yeah. That was good.
Okay, what was the dang question?
What would you do if you weren't a performer?
If I wasn't a performer, I would still be producing, because I love producing. I learned, when I first got in the business as a choreographer, I got to work with James L. Brooks. He brought me in, and he was my mentor. He's genius, prolific, and after watching broadcast news, Terms of Endearment, and growing up with Taxi and Mary Tyler Moore, you know, to be able to get to work with him on the Tracy Ullman Show, where I won my first Emmy, and the most important part of the whole process was I fell in love with television production. And so I love producing, and I would definitely still be producing if I wasn't entertaining.
When you were coming up through the ranks. How were people critical of you? Were they, you know, how you are the kind judge with words of, you know, critiquing people. Were there any harsh words that were thrown your way? Or was it all nurturing?
Let me think for a minute, because I really have to jog my memory.
She's been knocked out by criticism.
You know what, though? Yeah, it's like, we will probably can get to, yeah, thank you very much, Sharon. I didn't get to answer that question because you told the truth. No, the truth is, I think it's not my responsibility to care about what other people think of me. My responsibility is, what do I feel about myself? Am I proud of myself?
All right. We'll be right back with more from Paula Abdul.